Hi, everybody. Karen Greenstreet here from the Success Alliance. And today I want to talk about the difference between being a mastermind group facilitator and being a coach. And I mean the International Coach Federation kind of coach, or a mentor, or a consultant, or a teacher, or a trainer. I feel that mastermind groups are a balanced and a kind of equal process. And so you want to be encouraging everyone to be participating in the conversation, which means you can't be the one dominating it. So when you step into the role of a mastermind group facilitator, you're actually stepping back from being the coach, the consultant, the trainer, and stepping in a completely different kind of a role where your job is to make sure that the communication is flowing deeply and meaningfully, and we're staying on topic and we're staying on time. And you're not just a traffic cop, though. A lot of times you're walking into the situation, you are an expert on the topic of your own mastermind group. And so if you walk into a mastermind group meeting where your members are expecting you to have all the answers, that's not a mastermind group meeting. In a mastermind group meeting, the answer is in the room. Your job as a facilitator is try to get as many people involved in the conversation as possible so we can get to that answer. If you're a trained professional coach, and I mean the International Coach Federation standard kind of coach, this can be really confusing because in coach training, I went to Coach U, and I know in coach training, we're told very specifically, do not be directive. Don't try to lead them down a path. Don't hand them answers. The job of a coach is to help them bring answers from within themselves. A mastermind group's not like that. So mostly, I'm going to say, that in a mastermind group meeting, the answers are coming from other people. If the person had the answer inside themselves, they probably would have been able to bring it forward. Now, this is where your coaching skills come in, because what if the answer is inside themselves or has to be inside themselves? Say they're making a decision on something. The group can give them a lot of great ideas and talk about pros and cons, but the decision has to come from within. So you can use your coaching skills as part of a mastermind group meeting, but that's not the only thing that you're doing. And actually, you're going to encourage everyone to ask those kind of insight questions and those great coaching questions that help to bring forward from the person in the hot seat some really insightful moments where they have clarity and they can make a big decision in their life. You're also not the trainer or the consultant or the mentor or the guru. So you don't want to be the only person with the answers, because what that does is it trains the members that they can rely upon you. And that leads to what I call lazy masterminding, where they don't have to do anything because they know you're going to jump in and answer those questions for them. So it took me a long time to master this. My background is as 20 some odd years as a small business consultant. I've been teaching for 30 years. I am so used to teaching. So I had to kind of learn to step back from those roles and put them in their proper place. So as a mastermind group facilitator, that was maybe 60% of my role. And then a little bit of my coaching could come in, a little bit of my training could come in, a little bit of my consulting skills could come in. And that's what I love about mastermind groups is you as the facilitator, you get to use all of your skills. It's a wonderful holistic opportunity for you to bring the totality of who you are to your clients instead of just a little sliver. It's like, okay, now I'm a trainer, now I'm a coach, now I'm a consultant. It's like, well, what if you could be all of those things? And so I was so used to getting advice and frankly being seen as the teacher and seen as the expert that I really had to shift to a new mindset when it came to running mastermind groups. And I think that because the purpose of the group is for everyone to be coaching and advising each other, it doesn't mean that you don't get to speak at all. I want you to be thinking of this way. You're the last to speak, not the first to speak. Maybe that rule of thumb is the best way of thinking about this. And so once I was able to absorb the concepts of this new role that I was in, and to be able to take my consultant hat on and off and my teacher hat on and off and my facilitator hat on and off, it was really, really freeing for me. I could, first of all, I didn't have to walk into the meeting thinking I'm the only one with the answer and that kind of pressure that was on me. I knew that because we were all in the room together, we were really going to get an incredible set of answers, not just one. We might get 7 answers that are possible. And so because I would feel stifled if I was the only one giving the answer, it allowed me some freedom to then play off of other people's ideas. I would have an idea that I would come to the group with my background, experience, and knowledge, but I would hear someone say something and I could kind of piggyback off of that and take it to the next level. So I think that was really helpful for me. Now, if you are a professional coach and you've learned some very specific ways of communicating through the ICF, then you have to learn how to kind of take off your coach hat and put on your facilitator hat. For some coaches, they actually really like this. They found that coaching was a little bit limiting for them because it didn't allow them to give any advice, or didn't allow them to be directive, or didn't allow them to do some of the things that they had inside of them. And so facilitation might be the better option for you because it includes coaching, right? And I think that if you could teach your members some coach-like questions that they could be asking each other, that can be really helpful as well. And so if you are the last to speak and not the first to speak, if you're bringing the totality of who you are, all of your coaching skills, consulting skills, teaching skills, and group facilitation skills all together, I think you're going to have a tremendous mastermind group. You can't go wrong. So this is Karen Greenstreet for the Success Alliance, and I'll see you on the next video. If you want to get notified when I post a new video about mastermind groups, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the little bell icon so you get notified. In the description area of this video, I'm posting a link to my free video tutorial all about starting and running mastermind groups called Speed Up Growth. I'm also posting some links to different blog posts that I have and other videos that I've created that you're going to find helpful when you create and facilitate your own mastermind groups. Drop a comment below in this video if you have any questions, or if you would like to suggest a topic for my next video.